Hello everyone, Tanak here. Welcome to a special episode where we're gonna go over how to convert your LP into ISK. So these are loyalty points that you get whenever you do mission. And as you see here, I've got a lot of Concord LP, like 4 million of those. Those I got from running Incursion. One viewer recommended that I try going with the blueprints for the Concord shield extender. So whenever you're trying to, there's a lot of tutorial on how to convert the LP. One of they basically they will all point you to that site, which is the LP store at Fuzzword. I will link the site in the description, and from here you want to try to get the faction where you are trying to use the loyalty point. And here I specifically want blueprint. And then you would go here. And the way I would search that out is I just max the thing, and I would just sort for blueprint because I'm not trying to evaluate other stuff here. So I would go with blueprint, and I would sort that out with the amount of ISK per LP, because you want to get the one that are beneficial. But there's also a little bit of subtlety here, and I mean, you'll find better tutorial than mine. I'm just going to go over the actual part for an industrialist. Is it worth it to convert these one here? So the one we're going to look at is the Concord Capital Shield Extender Blueprint, which is the one that will give you the most LP, the most ISK per LP. As you can see, you can buy two types, which one is to do one, and the other one is the 5 copy type. So with this one, you will get 5 run. So it is this one is like less expensive per run. So if you want to do some volume, you're probably better like running batches of 5 instead of running individual one. Now, the place I would go with that here, once I know that, okay, I'm trying to evaluate the Concord Capital Shield extenders, I would go in Lazy Blacksmith and plug my blueprint here, which is, I've already shown you that before. So you get the Concord Capital Shield extender, and I would use my right arrow in Becquet. We don't have any rigs for that type of material, so it is not our station is not like, it's not that useful. So I could probably save a little more money building somewhere else than Becquet, even ISK, because we're not rigged for that type of production. So I'm not getting anything out of my station specifically, and we got a high system cost index. So I might, if I have to build those, I might use somebody else's station nearby that has a rig for those, for that type of equipment. And then it's pretty simple. I would see here that these are the part that I need. Okay, so I need a Capital Shield Extender 2 and broadcast node, stereo conduit. So these are PI material. I don't have those. I don't have those PI material myself, so I would have to buy them. What you see here is that the total cost to build that thing, including my installation cost in Becquet, would be 164 million, and that's for one run. So if I would do 5, I would need to buy 5 times the material. And you see that they sell for 292 mil. So it's a good margin of 127 million per shield extender, but you also have to calculate the value that you pay your blueprint. So here I would have to deduce, like for, let's say I buy the 5 run one, so you divide that by 5. So I would need to deduce here the 40 million off of that. So let's go with the little calculator. So I'm making a profit of 127 million. I would remove the cost of my blueprint, which is 40 million. So I'm making a real profit of 87 million, and I'm spending 40,000 LP to get that. So I would get a little more than 2,000 ISK per LP, which is pretty awesome. So if all goes according to plan, that is a really, really profitable job. Now, I could go one step further and say, do I want to build the capital shield extender? Or, I mean, do they make sense? And here, it's a really nice thing when you just have like a T2 item component. Just go click here and you say, okay, if I'm building it from all the raw material, so those would be additional part I need to build the shield extender. And as you see here, my actual profit margin is lower. So right now, if you go in JITA, it's better to actually buy capital shield extender 2 than to build them. So I would just buy them and sell them to JITA. Now, the other thing that you really need to be careful with that is that you want to actually, if I go with capital shield extender, well, okay, as you see, the price is good, the price that was advertised. You really want to check the volume here, because you don't want to build to build something and not be able to sell it. So you can see that locally the price is pretty stable, so you will make a profit doing that. So it is worth it. I should be able to sell them if I don't try to go aggressive on the price. So it does make sense for me to buy them, to build them. Obviously, you've got to take into consideration that I will take the stuff out of JITA, move it somewhere else to build them. So there's the possibility of getting ganked. There's like all of that fun stuff. I could build straight in JITA, but then like just for fun, I don't have a blueprint with me, but just for fun, if the system cost index in JITA is just like crazy. So if I run here, I don't have a blueprint with me. If I had the blueprint, I could show you, but the system cost index in JITA is like pretty high. So I would probably pay like Becky, we got like 2 in JITA is like close to 15. So I'd probably pay like 25 or 30 million in installation cost per capital shield extender. So it's about 100 million just to move like a tree system away and build it there. So it's really, you got to take that into consideration. And with this weekend, with the gank that are gonna be like a full loot, it might still be worth it to build it straight at JITA, not just to avoid the hassle and the risk. So you'd be putting money on the table. To depend on when you want to do this. Another thing that you can check is go into your contract here, and if you're really lazy, my Concord Capital Shield Extender Blueprint, they sell for 112 million. So what you could do is buy it here at buy some at 50 each, and just sell the blueprint from somebody else for somebody else to buy them. You would make money if you manage to sell them on contract. You would make money that way. Is it good? Would somebody actually buy that at that price? That would probably be a dumb move, because if you look at the margin here, the margin without the blueprint cost is like 127 million. So buying it at 112 is kind of a okay, you're making some money, but personally I wouldn't bother running a production job to make like a, what's that, 15 mil profit. Not really worth my time. But for 100 mil, for 200, well, for like I said, it's like 80 mil times 5, so it's starting to be interesting money. So it is worth it. So I'm gonna at least do one run just to see how it goes, and try to see if I manage, if it work well, I have enough ISK to keep that running for a while. I don't want to go all out and flood the market because it is still like it's not a very deep market. So if you got like 5 or 6 people that are starting to do that, we will crash the price, obviously. So I'm going to do one run, and they're probably going to be on the market, like gonna sell that. I'm gonna like set that up in the not too distant future, or maybe after. I mean, I'll see. Anyway, I'm not here to tell you if I'm gonna do it or not. I'm just here to show you how it's done and how I work my math. So hope you guys enjoy. It was like a really short video, but hope you enjoy, and I'll see you Friday for the usual Industrial Empire progress report. Bye, guys.